everyone. Welcome back to Talk Tide English. I'm Elena, your English coach, and I'm super excited for today's episode.
And I'm Kevin. Today we're doing something different and really practical.
That's right. Today, we're going to have real conversations about daily life, not just basic words, but actual phrases you'll use in real situations.
Yes, because let's be honest, nobody walks around just saying apple, banana, cat, dog.
Exactly. We need to speak like real people. So, Kevin, are you ready to practice some authentic English conversations?
Absolutely. And listeners, grab a coffee or tea, get comfortable, and let's practice together.
But before we talk about our day, we have a small request.
Yes, we do. If you are listening and you like our podcast, please click the like button, a big thumbs up.
Yes, please do. And if you are new, welcome. Please subscribe to Talk Tide English.
And please share this podcast with a friend who is learning English.
Thank you. We love our listeners. It helps us so much. Perfect. Let's dive in. Kevin, let's start with morning conversations. You know, those first interactions of the day. What's the first thing someone usually asks you in the morning?
Well, people usually ask, how did you sleep?
Perfect. How did you sleep? This is such a common question. And how do you answer?
I can say, I slept well, thanks. Or if I didn't sleep well, I say, not so great. I woke up several times.
Excellent! Notice the phrases slept well and not so great. These are natural responses. Listeners, repeat after Kevin. I slept well, thanks.
I slept well, thanks.
Not so great. I woke up several times.
Not so great. I woke up several times.
Good. Now, here's another common morning question. Did you have breakfast yet?
Oh, yes. People ask this all the time. I can answer, yes, I just had breakfast. Or, not yet, I'm running late.
Perfect. Running late means you don't have enough time. It's a very useful phrase. Kevin, what did you have for breakfast today?
I had coffee and toast with butter. Pretty simple.
Nice. So you can say, I had coffee and toast. Notice we say I had, not I ate coffee. Coffee is something you drink, but we use had for breakfast in general.
Right, I had breakfast. Or, I had coffee and toast.
Exactly. Listeners, what did you have for breakfast today? Practice saying it out loud right now. I had, and then say what you ate. Don't be shy. Speaking out loud helps you remember. Now, let's talk about schedules. Kevin, someone asks you, what's your schedule like today?
That's a great question. I would say, I have a meeting at 10 a.m., then lunch at 1 p.m.
Perfect. Notice the prepositions, at 10 a.m. and at 1 p.m. We use at for specific times. What about general parts of the day?
Oh, we say in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening.
Exactly. So you might say, I'm busy in the morning, but I'm free in the afternoon.
That's super useful. I'm busy or I'm free. These phrases are gold.
Absolutely. Let's practice. Listeners, repeat. I have a meeting at 10 a.m.
I have a meeting at 10 a.m.
I'm busy in the morning.
I'm busy in the morning.
I'm free in the afternoon.
I'm free in the afternoon.
Excellent. Now, Kevin, what if someone asks, are you available tomorrow?
I can say, yes, I'm available, or sorry, I'm not available. I have plans.
Perfect. I have plans is a polite way to say you're busy. You don't need to explain everything.
Right, it's simple and polite.
Speaking of plans, let's practice making arrangements. Kevin, imagine I want to meet you. What do I say?
You might ask, are you free this weekend?
Good. And if you're free?
I say, yes, I'm free. What do you have in mind?
Excellent question. What do you have in mind means, what are you thinking, or what's your idea? Very natural.
Then you might suggest something like, how about grabbing coffee on Saturday?
Perfect. How about is super useful for suggestions. You can say, how about plus an activity. For example, how about lunch? Or how about meeting at 3 p.m.?
And if I agree, I say, sounds good, or that works for me.
Yes, that works for me is professional and natural. What if the time doesn't work?
I can say, I can't make it at 3 p.m. How about 5 p.m. instead?
Perfect. I can't make it means you can't come or you're not available. It's very common. Listeners, let's practice these phrases. Say, how about grabbing coffee?
How about grabbing coffee?
Sounds dead.
Sounds good.
That works for me.
That worked for me.
I can't make it at 3 p.m.
I can't make it at 3 p.m.
Fantastic. Now you can make plans in English.
Elena, what about small talk at work or school? Those quick conversations by the coffee machine.
Great question. Small talk is so important. A common opener is, how's your day going?
And I can answer, pretty good, thanks. How about yours? Or, it's been busy, but good.
Perfect. How about yours is a natural way to ask the question back. Very smooth. Another common question is, how's work treating you?
Oh, that's interesting. How's work treating you? It means, how is work? Is it going well?
Exactly. You could answer, work's been challenging lately, but I'm managing. Or, can't complain, things are going well.
Can't complain is such a great phrase. It means everything is okay or good.
Yes, it's casual and positive. Now, what about this question? What are you working on these days?
I might say, I'm working on a new project, or just finishing up some reports.
Perfect. Working on means you're currently doing something. Finishing up means you're almost done. Great phrases. Listeners, practice with us. How's your day going?
How's your day going?
Pretty good, thanks.
Pretty good, thanks.
I'm working on a new project.
I'm working on a new project.
Excellent.
Kevin, it's late afternoon. Someone asks you, what are you doing after work?
I could say, I'm heading home to relax, or I'm meeting some friends for dinner.
Good. Heading home means going home. It sounds more natural than just going home. What about your evening routine?
Well, someone might ask, what do you usually do in the evenings?
And your answer?
I usually cook dinner, watch some shows, and read before bed.
Perfect. Notice I usually. This tells us it's your regular routine. You can also say I normally or I typically.
Right. And if it's different on weekends, I can say, on weekends I like to go out or catch up with friends.
Excellent. Catch up with friends means spend time with friends and talk. Very natural phrase. What if you're tired?
I might say, I'm exhausted. I think I'll just stay in tonight.
Perfect. Stay in means stay at home. The opposite is go out. These are super common.
And I'm exhausted is stronger than I'm tired. It means very, very tired.
Exactly. Let's practice. Listeners, say, I'm heading home to relax.
I'm heading home to relax.
I usually cook dinner and watch some shows.
I usually cook dinner and watch some shows.
I'm exhausted. I think I'll just stay in tonight.
I'm exhausted. I think I'll just stay in tonight.
Beautiful. Very natural. Now let's talk about weekends. Kevin, someone asks, how was your weekend?
This is probably the most common Monday question. I can say, it was great. I went hiking with some friends.
Good. Notice the past tense. It was great, and I went hiking. What if you had a relaxing weekend?
I could say it was relaxing. I didn't do much, just stayed home and recharged.
Perfect. Recharged means you rested and got your energy back. Very natural. What about asking someone about their weekend?
I ask, how was your weekend? Or did you do anything fun?
Excellent. Did you do anything fun is a friendly, casual question. People love this. Now, what about asking about weekend plans?
On Thursday or Friday, people ask, any plans for the weekend?
And you might answer,
Not really, just taking it easy. Or, yeah, I'm going to visit my family.
perfect. Taking it easy means relaxing, not doing anything stressful. What if you're not sure about your plans?
I can say, I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll go to the cinema or something.
Excellent. Or something is very casual and natural. It shows you're flexible. Listeners, practice time. How was your weekend?
How was your weekend?
It was great. I went hiking.
It was great. I went hiking.
Any plans for the weekend?
Any plans for the weekend?
I'm just taking it easy.
I'm just taking it easy.
Wonderful. Kevin, we also need to know how to end conversations naturally, right?
Absolutely. You can't just walk away. That's rude.
Exactly. So if you need to leave, you can say, I should get going, or I'd better head out.
And if you're on the phone or in a meeting,
You might say, I don't want to take up too much of your time, or I'll let you get back to work.
those are so polite. What about ending on a positive note?
Great question. You can say, it was great talking to you, or let's catch up again soon.
And if you want to keep in touch,
Let's stay in touch, or feel free to reach out anytime.
reach out means contact or message someone. Very professional.
Exactly. And finally, the goodbye. You can say, take care, or have a great day.
Or see you around, if you'll probably see them again.
Perfect. Let's practice these endings. Say, I should get going.
I should get going.
It was great talking to you.
It was great talking to you.
Let's catch up again soon.
Let's catch up again soon.
Take care.
Take care.
Excellent work.
Wow, Elena, we covered so much today.
We really did. Let's do a quick recap of the key phrases we learned.
For mornings, how did you sleep? And did you have breakfast yet?
For schedules, I'm busy in the morning and I'm free in the afternoon.
For making plans, how about grabbing coffee? And that works for me.
For small talk, how's your day going? And can't complain.
For evening plans, I'm heading home and I'm staying in tonight.
For weekends, how was your weekend? And I'm just taking it easy.
And for ending conversations, I should get going and let's catch up soon.
Perfect summary, Kevin. All right, friends, here's my challenge for you.
Ooh, I love challenges.
This week, I want you to use at least 3 of these phrases in real conversations. It doesn't matter if you're talking to a colleague, a friend, or even practicing with yourself.
That's such a great idea. The more you use these phrases, the more natural they become.
Exactly. And here's a bonus tip. Record yourself saying these phrases. Listen back and notice how you sound.
Yes, recording yourself is one of the best practice methods.
And remember, everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. The important thing is to keep practicing and improving.
Don't wait for the perfect moment to speak English. Start now. Start today.
If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to our podcast.
And leave us a comment. Tell us which phrase you're excited to use. We love to read every single comment.
Also, share this episode with a friend who's learning English. Learning together is more fun. And please don't forget to subscribe to Talk Tide English.
You can also follow us on social media for daily English tips and quick lessons.
Remember, fluency isn't about knowing everything. It's about communicating confidently with what you know.
So go out there, use these phrases, and speak with confidence.
We believe in you. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning.
And keep speaking English every single day.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Take care.
See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.